Inter are in danger of running out of steam just as the big prizes loom on the horizon. Ambitions of a treble were dashed here on Wednesday with the Nerazzurri's Coppa Italia exit at the hands of Milan, and failure to defeat Roma this afternoon could see them cede the initiative to Napoli in the title race. Inter have won each of their last 4 league meetings with the giallorossi, but Claudio Ranieri's side are currently 17 unbeaten in Serie A. At the Miazza, it's Inter-Roma. Lots of respect between Simone Inzaghi and Claudio Ranieri, the latter on essentially what is a farewell tour now as a head coach. Has said that he will make himself available to the Roma senior management if they find a suitable role for him, but he doesn't necessarily just want to be the fall guy. We'll see as to whether indeed he does help to choose his successor and what exactly his future role will be within the giallorossi senior management. There are just 4 survivors from Inter's cup loss on Wednesday. Italians Barella, Darmian and Di Marco, along with the captain Lautaro Martinez, all keep their places. A pair of suspensions, and potentially costly ones too. No Bastoni nor Mkhitaryan this afternoon. They both serve one-match bans. Lautaro Martinez, one of the first names on the team sheet. The same cannot be said of Lorenzo Pellegrini. He's enjoying one of the most underwhelming seasons of his career. Despite that, he did score a great goal in the first derby of the campaign against Lazio. A pair of alterations for Roma from their 1-0 win over Verona. Out go Baldanzi and Salamakers. In come Pellegrini, as mentioned, and Dovbyk. Shomorodov has scored in 2 of his last 3 games. Could easily be that shape there, the 4-2-3-1. Similarly, could be a 3-5-2. And we will now have a minute's silence for Pope Francis. A minute's silence then in memory of Pope Francis, who died on Easter Monday. His funeral in the capital meant that this match, initially slated for 6 p.m. last night, was pushed back to 3 o'clock local time on this Sunday. Unfortunately, amid much controversy, but the game goes ahead. And an opportunity for both sides with regard to their respective objectives. Inter for the Scudetto, Roma for an improbable Champions League finish. Two defeats in a row across all competitions without scoring. This is almost uncharted territory for Inter under Simone Inzaghi. The Nerazzurri looking to get back to winning ways against a very dangerous Roma side, Manuel Pascali. This is a serious test. of Inter this afternoon. Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, Patrick. Yes, it's a huge test for Inter in a crucial week. They lost, we know how they lost against AC Milan in Italian Cup. They've got Barcelona, but first they have to beat Roma here.
Lautaro Martinez got the wrong side there of Mancini, and it is a yellow card as well. And hard to disagree with that decision. Some of the Inter players may be suggesting it should have been red.
First, I think Lautaro is in an onside position. The way he uses his body, we always say that is unbelievable.
Di Marco strikes the free kick, easily gathered by Soule. Arnautovic peeling in behind, he can square it for Fratesi. Here is Fratesi! But the flag goes up. Arnautovic went too early, and the Roman is denied a goal against the Giallorossi.
Yeah, typical Inter move. Look this ball, first touch. I think Selic read the game so well. They put Arnautovic in an offside position. And who's coming late again? Fratesi, always a danger.
Di Marco, Pavard playing left wing, and Inter have three forward. Celik came back, and Pavard settles for the throw.
Yeah, we mentioned him. Good job by Celik on the Pavard. Probably maybe hurt himself. An ankle problem.
On by Di Marco, Arnautovic, Lautaro's ball through, this is Çalhanoğlu. Soule are off his line to head it clear. Pavard's facial expression seems to suggest that not only is he not going to play any further part this afternoon, but it stands to reason that, given it's an unprecedentedly quick turnaround for the away game at Barcelona, never before has an Italian side played a Champions League semi-final following a game on a Sunday. Pavard may not play any part at Montjuic on Wednesday either. Bisek is on in the meantime. Now Soule. And this is Kone! Not far away.
Yeah, look like a Pedri goal last night from Shamal assist.
Shomorodov. Now Zeki Celik. Roma coming forward with purpose. Dovbyk waits in the middle. Soule. And now Pellegrini. And here's Soule. Couldn't really miss from there. It's Roma who lead at the Meazza. The ball broke to one of their most dangerous players. And what a blow this is for Inter. What a boost for Roma in the race for the top four.
We said, Patrick, he's the player that can change things for Roma. So good with the ball in his feet, but Roma are playing well since the very start of this match. They were able to be under pressure and found Soule was able to create havoc as usual inside the box, and then found after the challenge. Here you can see Soule trying to go past a couple of players. Shot deflected by Augusto Darmian, and then Soule from there doesn't miss.
Kone with Cristante in support. Still Kone. Now Pellegrini. It's his cross, Cristante went with the laces, might have been better side footing it, should really be 2-0.
Yeah, this is a glorious chance to put the game maybe in bed. Look, that's why Kone is playing there, helping his defenders. This is a good chance.
Still Soule. Held off by Carlos Augusto, Cristante, so many numbers for Roma here. Dovbyk, Pellegrini, and now Angelino. Brilliant from Carlos Augusto, else it would have been a stunning goal. Shomorodov denied.
Patrick, I think Carlos Augusto got the last touch, but this is brilliant by Roma. The way they are playing is astonishing.
Di Marco takes the corner. Lautaro Martinez and Arnautovic. Cristante with a vital nudge. Çalhanoğlu. Lautaro Martinez. Lovely ball in. Endicau on the header. Carlos Augusto. It was his weaker foot.
Yeah, Inter tried obviously to find the equalizer at the end of the first half.
It's not been a good week so far for Inter, beaten at Bologna, knocked out of the cup by Milan, and now they trail to a Mattias Soule first half goal here at the Meazza. It came midway through the first period after the ball broke his way. And Roma good value for this advantage at the break. Inter 0, Roma 1. They say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. It's Inter to show how tough they are now in this title race. The reigning champions in Serie A are really under pressure here. Pivotal 45 minutes, Manuel Pascali. At this stage, if you're Inter, do you take a draw? Cristante. Now Celik. Better this from Roma. Soule just about keeps it in play. Soule. Baldanzi's shot. Sommer held on. Dovbyk now can try and race away from Acerbi. Bisek is back. Angelino getting forward, but Dovbyk wanted to go himself. Now Baldanzi riding the challenge. Soule went to bend it, didn't get enough curl.
Please show the young defenders what Acerbi did against Dovbyk. He knows that he's gonna face him in the last 40 meters.
Denzel Dumfries score a home and away against Roma in his first season with Inter, and Nikola Zalewski on loan from Roma. And this is something we've seen time and time again from Inzaghi down the years. The two wing-backs off and fresh legs down the flanks.
Yeah, special match for Zalewski, but now you go back. Denzel Dumfries was absolutely flying before the injury.
Di Marco emblematic really of Inter, looking a little bit jaded, fatigued and not producing his best football. That's true of the team as a whole. Barella. Fratesi. Kone caught him. Çalhanoğlu. It was covered by Svila. Yellow card now for Manu Kone. Zalewski. Fratesi. That's a fine cross for Dumfries to attack in. and how they've missed him at the back post.
Yes, correct. That is a teasing ball from Fratesi.
Dumfries. Barella whips it in. Here's Lautaro Martinez. He could have left it for Fratesi, he wasn't to know. His teammate was behind him. Pellegrini under pressure, under huge pressure. He's given it away to Barella. Dumfries now. This is Lautaro Martinez. And Nicolo Barella couldn't find a corner. Bisek had all of the ball in the last 15 minutes. Barella delivers. Lautaro Martinez and Dumfries. Still there for Çalhanoğlu. Lautaro nearly teed up the Dutchman. Here's Soule. That's a lovely ball. Pisili couldn't hit the target. And now Çalhanoğlu. Bisek beat Angelino to the ball. No foul by the Spaniard, says Michael Fabri, and it's 2v1 here for Roma. Angelino has Dovbyk in the middle. Here is Artem Dovbyk. Went for power and wasted the chance.
And now Cherby again did so well. Not sure if it's a fall on Bisek. That's what Lautaro is talking to Fabri. Doesn't look like there is a contact between Angelino, but look at Cherby here. Waiting, some support, waiting, forcing Angelino to play a high ball.
Barella, Angelino for Dovbyk. Pisili in support. Soule on this near side. Dovbyk with the tricky feet. Dovbyk! Sommer's behind it. Zalewski. Çalhanoğlu can strike it from there. It is Çalhanoğlu! And they all thought it was going to find the top corner.
Yeah, because you fancy him to at least hit the target. The ball doesn't get the...
Good work from Zalewski. Çalhanoğlu still covering plenty of ground. Here's Arnautovic. Fratesi in support. Arnautovic went himself. No foul, it's Baldanzi. Angelino on the far side, still Baldanzi. Now Dovbyk. Baldanzi again. Struck by Gorna Duat. Did Sommer touch it? It's a goal kick. Here's Joaquin Correa. Lautaro. Zielinski never got hold of it. Roma with everyone back. Acerbi into the box. Arnautovic and Bisek. Was he pulled over? Inter convinced they should have a penalty. We play on for the moment. Marco Di Bello will be looking at the footage. Roma on the counter in the meantime. Angelino, El Shaarawy in support. El Shaarawy away from Çalhanoğlu and back for Wrench. Gorna Duat. Question in my mind was, could Arnautovic have gone for goal himself? It was a free header. He tried to tee up a teammate. Bisek couldn't meet the ball. We play on. Angelino. And here's Wrench, gathered by Sommer.
Look here.
Is that a penalty? It looks to me like. Çalhanoğlu came off Pisili. Zielinski. He's allowed Cristante to win it back. Here come Roma with El Shaarawy. Angelino still has energy in the tank. El Shaarawy. Angelino straight at the goalkeeper. A woeful week for Inter. beaten at Bologna, knocked out of the cup by Milan, and now they have been defeated by Roma after 4 straight wins against the giallorossi. All that without scoring into its advantage Napoli in the title race, provided they can get a result later against Torino. But as for Roma, now 18 matches unbeaten in Serie A. Against all odds, they are fighting for Champions League football right down the stretch. And Claudio Ranieri with another masterclass. It has a bad-tempered ending with so much at stake for Inter. But they are fading fast here at the back end of this season. It ends at San Siro. Inter 0, Roma 1.